This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. You just heard me putting this pedal through its paces. You saw me unboxing it on Thursday. This is the Behringer Tube Amp Modeler TM300 pedal. Basically, it does pretty good impersonations of playing through an actual tube amp. It actually feels like playing through a tube amp as well. It's got that sort of touch sensitivity, that sort of responsiveness in most cases, that you get from plugging into a big old box full of bottles. I'm very impressed with this pedal. It's about 20 quid, and well, you heard the kind of sounds that it makes. There is a full tab, by the way, for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing the solo and the jam track I was using. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is in the description. $3 a month or £2.50, and you get access to all of these additional bits and pieces and goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. I want to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are linked down below. Yeah, so on the whole, I really rather like this pedal. For 20 quid, you can't go wrong, really, in terms of, getting those sounds there. It's not without its faults, though. So let's get on to those. If you just look there, you can see you've got a level control, low, mid, and low, high, and drive control. I think it suffers from the lack of a mid-range control. Couple of times when I was recording that, I was just thinking, yeah, I could do with dialing back the mids a little bit, especially when I was using the that clean sound for the strummy chords, that sort of tweed sound that I had dialed in. I would have just liked to kind of back the mids off on that a little bit, but you can't. You can, adjust the mic placement. You've got just there under the level control, you've got let's get it in focus. You've got a mic placement which is classic, center and off axis. But in the center position, that's the least mid-rangey kind of position that you can use, really. And it was still, I would have liked to have just, as I say, had a mid-range control just to kind of tweak the sound a little bit more. The other gripe that I have with this pedal is that on the British amp setting, on the clean mode, what I expect to hear when I've got British and clean in the same kind of setting is maybe something like a Vox AC30. Or a Marshall JCM 900 on the clean channel. Or maybe a Marshall JTM 45. But with this pedal, on the British amp setting, with the drive turned way down on the clean setting, there you go. You can see that's where I've got the drive set, almost off. Then this is what Behringer think passes for a clean sound. Ouch. Not pretty, is it? Granted, if you've got a guitar with a nice responsive volume control, you can clean up the sound, which is what I did when I was playing those sort of cleaner lead guitar parts there. You saw on screen that, I had the guitar's volume rolled quite a way back. But it would just be nice if they'd thought, well, yeah, if you're going to think about a British amp on a clean sound, then, to me, that just screams AC30, that kind of jangly, bell-like kind of tone that, Hank Marvin, for example, or, Beatles or something like that. That's, for me, what a British amp clean tone is, and it's not in this pedal. Granted, you can get a workable clean tone out of the Tweed amp settings on this, even though you, as I say, I would have liked to have just tweaked the mids a little bit. But you know what? I suppose you could just, spend another 20 quid and get another Behringer pedal that's like their EQ pedal, their version of the Boss graphic equalizer pedal. So, all is not lost. And you know what? It's 20 quid. Am I being too pedantic here? Do I need to wind me neck in a little bit? You could pay a lot more than this for a pedal, just for one of the sounds that you heard. I thought the high gain overdriven sound that I was doing on the big shouty solo-y bits there was absolutely gorgeous. Just a little bit of tight stereo delay on it. And I thought it was a fantastic sound. So, if that was the one sound that this pedal did, I would be happy to pay 20 quid for that. I would be happy to pay, 40, 50 quid for a pedal that did that, maybe even more. But, it's just, if they're going to put a sound into a pedal like that sort of British clean sound, I just wish that they'd, kind of thought it through and done a proper job of it. But you know what? I'm still going to give this pedal a solid, let's call it, is it an 8 or a 9 out of 10? I'm going to say 8.5 out of 10, and for 20 quid, it's not worth not having one. Maybe get a couple, as I said in the video on Thursday, just, kind of have a couple of different sounds set up, and you can almost use them on your pedal board like a channel switching amp or something. So there you go. That is what I think of the Behringer Tube Amp Modeler TM300. Great little pedal, not without its faults, but a lot more ticks in the plus column than in the minus column, in my opinion. Let me know what you think of the sounds that it creates. and, leave a comment below. And that is the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? And I'll just take this opportunity to bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time, folks. Look after yourselves. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.